Hey everybody, good morning. I just wanted to show you what a beautiful, amazing, beautiful day it is here in Seattle today. The Cascade Mountains are shrouded in mist out there. The sun is peeking through. It's Christmas morning, and yeah, it's a beautiful day. And I'm headed over to see my family in a couple of hours, and I thought I would bring them some coffee. Because, you know, that's what happens when you're the coffee guy in the family. People expect you to be the coffee guy all the time. Those of you who work in coffee, who are obsessed with coffee, you probably already know what I'm talking about. So, and I welcome it. It's not a burden. I love it. I love being the coffee guy. So, but there's a bit of difficulty when it comes to making coffee for a big group of people because not everyone has the same tastes. And so, specifically when I'm trying to make coffee for my family, sometimes I have to make a little compromise because those of you who follow the blog probably know I like coffee with a nice peppy acidity. And my family, some members of my family much prefer darker roast flavors, which I can totally get behind too, but isn't always what I want. So, today I thought for Christmas I would find a nice full flavored and yet mild coffee and roast it sort of in that no man's land between a light roast and a dark roast, also known as a medium roast. Okay, I guess that's not a no man's land, but you get my idea. So let me show you what I'm doing here. This is my Genie Cafe. Those of you who work in real roasteries probably think this thing looks hilarious and so cute. But anybody who's roasted on this machine can tell you it's actually really fantastic, especially considering that I can put this, take this apart and put it in my cabinet when I'm not roasting. So that's really cool. But you can see I've got it running right now without any beans in there, and that is because one of the biggest problems with this machine is that if you don't heat it up properly, you get a really underdeveloped roast. So I've got the canister already heating, and now I've got some coffee I want to put in it. This is coffee from, wow, it's all over the floor. This is coffee from the Apaneca-Elamatepec region of El Salvador. And I specifically chose a not super high coffee for this roast. Because, again, I don't want to turn off any of my more casual coffee drinking people in my family with anything too super crazy acidic. So this is a nice, I mean, it's not like a low-grown coffee or anything. This is a 1200 meter coffee. It's a 100% Bourbon varietal. And like I said, it's got a full flavor but a mild flavor. So I'm going to roast this puppy up here. What's left of it in the bag anyway. Now, as it just so happens, the sample that I happen to have in that little bag there, which is from the current crop, is almost the exact right charge weight for this particular machine. So that's why I didn't bother weighing it out there. I happen to know that that's the right amount of coffee. And you can see I have the temperature set for 478. For those of you who haven't roasted on this machine, you might think, wow, that's really crazy hot. But generally with this machine, I just crank up the heat as high as it will go and then charge it with coffee and let it get up to speed. I've set it for 20 minutes, but I'm not going to roast it nearly that long actually. But I'm going to be stopping it manually when I think it's done, and not when the machine thinks it's done. So I set it for a time that's I know will be beyond what I'm going to want. So anyway, let's let that roast away, and I'll come back and check on it in a little bit. And we're popping. Listen to those little beans going there. So yeah, that's first crack. You can see the color of the coffee right now. Actually, it looks really beautiful right now because of the sunlight in here. And there you can see the smoke coming out of the exhaust there. That's how we know we're cooking with gas right now. So you can see, remember I started at 20 minutes and that's 7.5 minutes remaining. So wow, so that took almost 12 minutes to get the first crack, which is a long time. But it seems to be developing all right, so hopefully this coffee will have a fully developed flavor without being baked. There's only one way to tell though, of course, and that's to taste it. And remember my motto, coffee should taste good. Alright, this sucker's almost done. I'm going to turn off the video so that I can pull it at the proper moment. Okay, a couple more minutes have gone by here. And we're well past first crack. Not quite into second crack yet. You can see, look at the size of those beans. They've vastly increased in size. Oh, and there begins the second crack. So I'm going to pull it right now. And you're going to hear these beans cracking when I take them out of here. Alright, got everything basically cooled down there. You can see them on the final cooling tray in the fresh winter air, the winter sun, and that's it. This is the coffee we're going to serve to La Familia de Humphreys today. As my own humble way of saying Merry Christmas to them. And let me just also make this my humble way of saying Merry Christmas to you, Happy Holidays, Happy Festivus, and yeah, I hope that you had a wonderful year and that the upcoming year is really fantastic for all of you and that you all get to have lots of really delicious tasting coffee in the coming year. Alright. Mwah.